Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to be looking at how to add fractions. So in that, the first thing we ensure to add fractions, we must have a common denominator. So when we have common denominator, it is very easy to add them up. So in that case, the steps involved are first get them common denominators. If you have common denominator, you can easily add them. Then also we rewrite the fractions in terms of their equivalent fraction. Then add the numerators. When you add, the next step is add the numerators. When you add the numerators, so then we keep the denominators, and finally if we need to simplify, so we can do that. So let's see what we are going to have in this case. So already we have the same denominator. So in this case now, we just keep the denominator and then we add up the numerator. So we have 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1, that gives us 3 over 4. And that is the answer. Can you see? Now for this question, second question, we have 2 over 3 plus 3 over 5. So to add this, we first need to get the common denominator. And to do that, we can use the multiple method where we have the multiples of each number. So the multiples of 3, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So it still continues. So it's infinite. Now, to get the multiples of 5 also, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's also continues like that. Now, if you look at this, so here we have the common multiple. So that is the least common multiple we are going to use. So in this case now, we have common multiple or the least common divisor for the two numbers. So and that is 15. So we will write these fractions in terms of the equivalent fraction. So you can have 15, and this side also we have 15. Now we now think, what is that number that is multiplied by 3 to get 15? And that is what? 5. So you multiply by 5, and then whatever you do to the denominator, you also do it to the numerator. So multiply by 5. So 3 times 5, 15. 2 times 5, 10. Also, for this, what is multiplied by 5 to get 15? That is 3. So we multiply the denominator by 3 and also the numerator by 3. So in this case, 5 times 3, 15. 3 times 3, 9. So now we have common denominator. So in this case now, what do we need to do? So we keep the denominator and then we add up the numerator. So we have 10 plus 9. And that gives us 10 plus 9, that is 19 over 15. Now, we can still simplify this. So we can write 15, a whole of 15. Can we get a 19? That is 1. Remainder 4. You write the remainder as the numerator and then keep the denominator. And that is our answer for this question. Now, here we have another question. Yes, we said to what? To add fractions, we need to get common denominator. So the denominator here we have 5 and 9. So we are going to use that multiple listing method. So let's see. We have 5. So the multiples of 5 and 9. So the multiples of 9. So 5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 45. So it still continues. It's infinite. So also for 9, we get the multiples of 9. Also, we have 9, 18, 27, 20, 36, 45. So these are multiples of 9. So also it still continues. But here we can see we have common multiple there, and that is the least common multiple. So if still list, then you still have some other words, common multiples, but we are looking for the least, the lowest common multiple. So in that case, we have 45 as the what? The LCM of 5 and 9. So we use 45. So we are going to write the fractions in terms of the lowest common multiple, so which is 45. So we have 45 in this case plus 45. So now we now think of what number is multiplied by 5 to get 45. That is 9. So in that case, we multiply by 9. The denominator, also the numerator, we multiply it by 9. So whatever you do to the denominator, you also do it to the numerator. So in this case now, we are going to have, so 4 times 9, that will give us 36. And then also, what is multiplied by 9 to give us 45? So that is 5. 5. So whatever you do to the numerator, to the denominator, you do it to the numerators. So 4 times 5 in this case, we have 20. So now we have the common denominator. So when we have it, the common denominator, we can easily add them up now. So here we have 36 plus 20. 36 plus 20 over 45. So we keep the denominator. So, and that will give us 56 over 45. Now, a whole of 45, how many of that can we get in 56? We just have 1. So what will be the remainder? So we have 11 over 45. So this is the answer for the second question. So can you see that now? So the same thing we are going to do for the last question. So to get a common denominator, okay, we use that multiple method. So the multiples of 6 and multiples of 18. So multiples of 6, we have 6, 12, 18, 24. So that still continue as the multiples are infinite. Multiples of numbers are infinite. So then we have 18, 36, and that also still continues. So as you can see, we have the common denominator, so we don't need to waste time on that. So the common denominator is 18. The fractions in terms of the common denominator. So we have 18 plus 18. Now, what is multiplied? You now think of what is multiplied by 3 to get 18. So as we are working towards, expressing them in terms of their equivalent fraction. So although I have another video that I've explained how to get the common denominator, and then also another one where we have discussed equivalent fractions. So for this now, we have 6 times 3. So that will give us 18. So whatever you do to the denominator, you do it to the numerator. So here we have 2 times 6, 2 times 3, that is 6. Then also for this, so what is multiplied by 18 to get 18? So that is 1. So nothing will change here. So multiply this by 1 also. So 5 times 1 we have 5. So in this case now, we have the common denominator. Now we keep the denominator, then we add up the numerators. So we have 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5, that will give us 11 over 18. So in this case now, nothing is common. So that is our final answer. So we don't need to simplify anything there. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can see more content like this. You can also check some other videos like that of equivalent fractions and then the lowest common multiple or the lowest common divisor. So have video on that where we have different methods explained to get that. See you next time.